Here he is. Was you asleep? Have you ever heard the saying, the early bird gets the worm? Well, guess what? We're the early bird. And this amazing sunset's going to be the worm.
Sunrise.
Sunset. This amazing sunrise is going to be the worm. So we went and asked, where is the greatest place to watch the sunrise in all of Yellowstone? And they told us the Mammoth.
Googled it.
Oh, you Googled it. Okay. Well, we asked Google. Google told us what?
Right here.
Mammoth Hot Springs.
Yeah.
What's great about getting up in the morning and doing this is you're going to be practically the only one doing it.
Yeah.
I don't see anybody else, even close.
We got the whole world to ourselves.
Maybe we should have drove up to the top.
I didn't know that was an option.
And so you were worried about us getting up here late. But the sun's not even touching this point.
Listen, feller. Focus on the positive.
That's what I'm trying to tell
I don't like
you.
to be late.
I know.
We're not late. It's good. It's
Nope.
perfect.
So I just checked. Sunrise in Yellowstone is at 6:26 this time of year. It is now 7 o'clock, and because of this big mountain or hill that's over here behind us, the sun's up, but yet it's not touching the Mineral Hot Springs yet, or the Mammoth Hot Springs yet. I can see it coming down over the hills over here, and it's starting to gradually, the sun's touching the trees up there. So it will be here in just a little bit. So that's a tip. Don't really go by the sunrise time, because it's probably going to be about 30 to 45 minutes after that is when it's actually going to be touching this.
Now, spin in circles. Till I say to stop. Spin, Jason, spin. Jump 10 times. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
It's a little cold. We got to do some warm-up exercises this morning.
Kick 'em.
It is mid-August,
Now everybody.
but it's probably in the 40s.
Everybody. Woo! Guys, who wants to pray this morning? Okay, Liz is going to lead us in our morning prayer.
Thank you this day, God, and I pray that I have a good night today, and nothing bad happens in the drive. And I just pray that I have a good night today, and I love you.
Amen. Good prayer,
I
Sissy.
don't like
That's a great
so
prayer.
much, Layla.
Are you guys glad we watched that sunrise? Yeah?
You know the saying, sun's up, fun's up. Time for some fun.
Yep. Party!
So I just looked at the clock, it's 7:17. So 50 minutes from the actual sunrise time before the sun actually hits this area. So if you do want to come here at sunrise, again, you got time. So Google was right. With the different colors of the rock, I guess it's rock, but with the different colors of kind of that mustard color and the white, and then you got the pools where they have just like different levels of water that goes right up to those edges, and then it just kind of steps down. It is just so beautiful with the sunrise coming up. And of course, the steam also just makes it
Smelly.
it is smelly, but it just makes it so pretty. It's like you're in the midst of fog, you know. It's just beautiful.
We gotta do this thing.
That's pretty.
It was awesome.
Not as pretty as you.
Oh, isn't he just something?
I only do that
It
on
really
film.
Yeah.
Now we're gonna go to Lamar Valley because we were told that that's the hot spot for all the wildlife in the mornings. And we really want to see some wolves. They're all over there looking at me like, you're too close to the road, back up. So the difference between buffalo and bison, my whole life I've always called it buffalo, but it's not actually the proper term for those animals. Those animals in America are actually called bison. So the difference between a buffalo and a bison is buffalo are usually found in South Asia and Africa, while bison are found in North America, and they're kind of what's called the hipsters of the two animals, because bison have the thick beard, you know, like those do, whereas a normal buffalo in other countries is beardless. I've always called it buffalo. I'll probably always call it buffalo. Kind of like how we call lightning bugs, where actually their proper term is called fireflies.
Right.
But when you're from the South, you call them lightning bugs. So, do you guys call it buffalo or bison? Let us know in the comments below.
Dad.
I think buffalo should be the hipster name, not bison.
Like bison.
Well, we made it back from our morning drive, which is absolutely beautiful. Now, what I will tell you about that drive is get up early and go. And what I mean by early is I mean before 9 o'clock, before 10 o'clock, somewhere in there, because it's after 10 now, and there was a lot more traffic and a lot more cars going back in there. So make sure if you want to do that drive, to do it early in the morning. We haven't done it at night yet, so I don't know what that's going to be like. But I do want to go back out there because it's beautiful. Now what we're going to do is Lane's inside making some smoothies for the kids. I'm going to take the top off the Jeep, and we're going to have the rest of the day with no top on the Jeep, so that whenever we do see buffalo just right beside the car, it's a little bit more enjoyable and greater experience for the kids to be able to enjoy. Okay, so just took the top off the Jeep, and I came in to get my gloves, and I looked where we have the mouse trap, and we caught our third mouse.
Third mouse. Complete. Hey, Mama.
What, buddy?
I want some strawberries and apples.
The topic of discussion while we're having a picnic is bears.
Rawr.
Rawr.
Michael keeps getting up and looking because we're like kind of down off a hill.
And there's a path that goes off that way, and a path that goes off that way. And so I have to get up occasionally to look to make sure there's no bears. The real picnic area is over there. This is called Sheep Eater Cliff. And right over there is like a small little cliff area. But we walked down by this little creek, and we're just sitting here on a picnic blanket eating our food. But we're thinking about bears. What if a bear comes? In Yellowstone or the Grand Tetons, you've got to be bear prepared. Which we are. We have some bear protection. You can rent bear spray inside the park. You can rent, I think it's like $20 some for like 4 to 5 days. But you can rent it instead of buying it. Because when else are you going to need bear spray? Anyway, so Mommy, what'd you make us for lunch?
Oh man, PB&J, grapes, strawberries, kiwis, cheese, deer sausage, chips, crackers, yogurt, you name it, we got it. Carrots and ranch.
And bread.
All the things a bear loves to eat.
Yeah. Also all the things I like to eat.
Lane stayed up late last night preparing all this for us. She's a wonderful mommy.
Thanks, Dad.
Grady, I'm sorry, bud. The stick. Ain't nothing we can do about it. Sorry.
Okay.
Have to find another one.
I'm giving it
Gable, what's a bear say? So what did we just learn, Grady?
That the darker waters are hotter.
Yep, the darker the blue, the hotter the water.
We do.
It's about 3 hours worth of inactive flood.
That's a lot.
I must enjoy it.
And that little
Pretty bold.
X on the back, the little cross that I put on the back means that I'm the only one that's ever made this one. Because there's other people that make crosses, but that's my signature on the back.
You know,
I do have a pocket knife.
You have a pocket knife?
Yeah.
I hope you're careful with it when you cut.
It's tiny. It won't hurt
I always
anybody.
have to put a Band-Aid on my
about
finger
half
here,
inch
because when I...
when were you 6?
But once you put a coat of stain on it, and then you put a finish coat on it, you can't use sandpaper.
Oh, she just turned 6.
You scratch all of it.
Wasn't that so cool meeting Bob and Ann?
Yes! We love Bob and Ann now. I feel like they're a good Mimi and Papa we could adopt.
So part of the journey that we really, and we've talked about this so many times, is just meeting new people.
Yeah.
And
Taking the time to talk
Yeah.
to people.
yeah, complete strangers that we've never met, never hung out with before, and it's just striking up a conversation with them and getting to know them. And
They blessed us so big.
so Bob makes these wooden crosses, and the one he gave us, and it takes him 3 hours to make each one, and it's a labor of love that he does. And
And Grady's thinking about getting into woodwork himself. So I think
So-
that would be great.
here's what I want to get to. The meeting of a complete stranger just inspired our son.
Yeah.
You know,
And who knows what that'll end up
Yeah.
turning into. Right.
exactly. And so taking the time to meet with people, you never know when that one instance or that one conversation that you have can completely change your course of life.
Well, and they're God appointments. So like anytime, like when our RV was broke down, it's because there's appointments that God has for us with other people, I believe. And he's either stalling us out so that we meet them at that time at that place, because if our RV would have been fixed a day sooner, we wouldn't have met Bob and Ann.
Yeah.
You know, and if it was just for that, it would have been worth it.
And we almost didn't go to the Steamboat Geyser.
Right.
And if we hadn't, we would have
Right.
missed that appointment. But
Right.
we went,
Yep.
and we got to meet two amazing people that I feel like once again will be lifelong connections.
Yep. We won't forget them.
So the point is, make time
For people.
for people.
So all the great nature Instagram shots come from this guy. I'm good at doing stories. That's about it. Michael takes incredible pictures.
Bye, Mickey Mouse. Bye, bye. Hi, bye, bye. Hi, gosh. Bye, bye. Hi, gosh. Bye, bye. Mom, she's now said bye, bye.
No. Remember the huckleberries that we picked on the Hidden Falls hike? They have huckleberry ice cream.
Okay, I don't know. I don't know because
I think a huckleberry pie with vanilla ice cream on top is what I'm going to hold out for.
Do they have that here?
No,
Well, where are
it's
we
in
gonna
my
get that?
head.
Oh, you're just gonna wait?
Yeah, or maybe I'll find some huckleberries.
I'm taking rainbow sherbet.
They have mango sherbet, which is the same ice cream you and Chasen had at the last place that you loved. You want that?
Yes. And
Orange? Okay.
Tell me the menu.
Just so you know, for one scoop is $3.75.
Double scoop was what, $4.75? So might as well get a double scoop. And have the kids share
Oh, okay.
a double scoop.
Okay. Don't jump on me.
Me and you will get the huckleberry ice cream and share it.
I don't want huckleberry.
You want huckleberry?
I will. They also have butter pecan.
Oh,
And butter pecan on top. Get a double scoop, one of each.
huckleberry on bottom, butter pecan on top. That'll work. Okay, so Lane and I got, what is it? Butter pecan.
Yeah,
Butter pecan and huckleberry. And look how big it is. I asked for 2 scoops, and that's more like, in my opinion, 4 scoops. Chasen and Layla are sharing a mango sherbet, and that's also 2 scoops. Look how huge it is. Grady got just 1 scoop of moose tracks. Is it good?
Can I see it?
And there she goes.
Oh, looky there. Whoa, Gabriel.
Look, Sissy, look, Chasen. So you drew Old Faithful?
Yep.
Let me see what you got. That is great, buddy.
Thanks.
Jason, what did you draw?
He drew a snake.
A snake?
Show Daddy. Show Daddy what you drew. Say, look.
What'd you draw, Gabriel? That's so pretty. Good job, Bubba.
Thank you, Grady.
Sissy, what'd you draw?
This.
Wow. What is it? Tell me.
It's the creek, and the other thing I drawed was. Wait, let me see.
That's beautiful, Jason. What is it?
Snake.
Ooh, a sneaky snake.
And the other thing I drew, Dad, was this.
Oh, good job, sis.
Okay, now lean up. I'm going to zip it up from behind.
So what is it, after 6 o'clock?
Yes.
Okay, so we've probably got from Old Faithful to Mammoth, I would say a good hour-and-a-half drive. It's going to get colder as it gets darker. So the kids, we got them all bundled up. Are you guys buckled?
Yeah.
Okay, good. Grady got a buckle. Layla got a buckle. And then they all got blankets, and we're getting the other kids
Spin it.
bundled up as well. But the experience with having the top off while in Yellowstone just makes it that much better. So
does. It's
that
worth
much
it.
sweeter.
Hold on, buddy. This jacket is being really terrible.
So we've been in traffic for, I'd say, probably 30 minutes or more, maybe even 40 minutes, going probably no more than 5 to 7 miles an hour. Didn't know why. Everything was moving super slow, and then an ambulance just went by. Still don't know what's going on, but maybe we'll find out here in just a second.